Why did I spend so much money on basically a big battery and an orange slice? Let me tell you my new pedal setup. So the other day I walked into the guitar store carrying my lever harp behind me, and this is Sweetwater Sounds, one of the largest music distributors in the country, with rooms full of electric guitars and amplifiers and shelves of glittering shiny effects pedals. And the nice salesman helped me set up in a room, and we plugged in different pedals between my harp and this really cool Fender, and I got to listen and pick out a few more things for my pedal board.
Okay.
Now, before I tell you the two things that I got, let me explain why I got these pedals. You see, I'm not an experimental harpist or like a major electronic harpist. I'm not really full-time trying to find new sounds or make cool electronic music. I'm a gigging harpist. Mostly I perform for weddings, for churches, special occasions, senior facilities. I'm looking for pedals that I can integrate into my everyday life to make myself sound good in the music I currently play, as well as maybe push a few new directions. I'll tell you the two things I got that really feel up my game in that level. And the first is this. It's a power pack, a CIOKS DC7 power pack. The thing with pedals is each one has to have a power source. And the power sources, if you have too many, you run out of plugs, they can hiss and cause overlap and feedback and just not sound great. So if you get a power block, you have one plug that goes into the wall, and then it goes into each of the other pedals. So this power block has 7 outputs, and there are other ones that are bigger or less expensive, but I got this one because it's really compact. So I'll show you. This is my little homemade board that I put together, and look here on the back, I was able to fit this little DC7 power supply. So each one has a power output going to each pedal, and once you have an isolated power, so there's no overlap, it's so quiet and wonderful. Big fan, very happy with that.
By the way, this video is not sponsored in any way. I'm just telling you some things that I've added to my equipment lately.
Then, I got this. So, look at it. It's an orange slice. Okay, actually, it's a compression pedal. So this is the JHS Pulp and Peel compression and distortion pedal. When I went into the guitar store, I was kind of looking for a distortion pedal. Like I wanted a little bit of grit, maybe an overdrive, and I tried some different things. But the best effect I came away with actually listening to the pedals, I needed a compression pedal. I already have a little EQ already, but a compression pedal brings down the distance between dynamics. It sort of shortens the space between the really louds and the really quiets. And the harp is a really dynamic, boomy instrument, especially in the bass section. It can just get whoa sounds. So by compressing those, turning those down, I hear in the headphones a little bit more of what I hear when I'm just playing the harp acoustically. And I really liked that compression sound. And so then testing different compressions, I picked this one. Now there are other more complex compressions or just dedicated compression pedals, maybe someday. In the meantime, this one is really simple. It has a little EQ, a little volume, and a lot of compression. One knob that's easy for me to turn while I'm performing. It sounded really good on the harp, and it has just a little bit of distortion. So it's a combo pedal that I can use to make space on my tiny board. So I got this JHS Pulp and Peel, a power pack and a compression/distortion pedal. So now let me plug this in and show you a little bit of how it sounds.
So first I'm going to show you with no effects at all. Then we add a little EQ. But wait for it. And then we get fun. Add some effects on top of that.
Now, I already have a couple of great pedals. I have a looper, a basic EQ, and this gorgeous delay and reverb from Collider. And adding the compression before that makes all of those other effects sing. Just sounds so much better.
After playing with a bit, I think this is my favorite sound.
Okay, now that we've tested all of those out, here's my biggest takeaway. I love the compression effect. I might even like it more than my EQ. If I had to take one off, I think I'd keep the compression. It just, like I said, it makes it sound through the speakers or through my headphones like the harp actually sounds to me in real life more than the straight pickup. So, big fan of the compression, love the little details I can do with the JHS Pulp and Peel. If you're experimenting, I highly recommend getting a power pack. Lose the spaghetti junction. It makes your sound and your setup so much easier. So those are my new pedals. Are you getting any new pedals? What's your favorite effect pedal? Or what are you excited to try out and experiment with? Whatever it is, let me know below. And stay tuned to hear more of what I do with these new effects. Lose the spaghetti junction, get the one power pack,